Blog Talk Radio.
Hey there! Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts, Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
Happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday. Happy middle of the week. Happy June 24th, 2020. And welcome to day 4 of our Big Blend Radio Summer Fest. As always, we are your hosts, Nancy and Lisa, the mother-daughter travel team on the Love Your Parks tour and publishers of the 2 digital interactive magazines. We've got Big Blend Radio and TV Magazine and Parks and Travel Magazine, the summer issue of Parks and Travel. It hit the digital magazine stands, whatever you want to call them, on summer solstice. So check it out. Go to nationalparktraveling.com. It's there, and it's super cool. And today's show, we are broadcasting live from a very interesting weather-like weather situation here in Florence, Colorado. This is the antique capital of the state. We're in the southwest corner of Colorado. It is a beautiful, beautiful area known for the Arkansas River running through, where people don't only go whitewater rafting, they surf the river. And with a little bit of weather action today, I'd say, Nancy, we could surf the river right now.
I'll watch while you do that. I'll have Lion sit on the riverbank and you go play surfboard.
We saw people out at the river today. We went out to Canyon City, which is like the neighboring town.
So much fun.
We saw people cycling out with their dogs out, and then I was looking at the rapids and I'm like, oh my gosh. And, I don't think I could do that, but I think if earlier years I would have, surfed the river.
I don't know. Somehow the ocean I would do, but the river, I'm like, I don't know.
The rocks.
It's something about the river. I'm like, I'm not real sure about it.
Yeah. You're going to end up down someone's drain pipe.
I know what's going to happen in the ocean because I grew up that way, being smashed by the surf and all that. So I'm comfy with that. But when I look at the river, I'm like, dude, you don't know what's down there.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. And it's interesting because we followed the Arkansas River. We're right close to the headquarters. Last year, this time of year, we followed it to Arkansas, to Little Rock. And we had this magical hotel room. Oh, you had one facing the Capitol building, Nancy, at night.
Yeah,
you see it all lit up in downtown Little Rock. And my room looked out to the Arkansas River, and it's calm and wide, and they have all these bridges that they would light up with different colors, and they've been doing a lot of good things out there right now with the different colors for different things. And but that it's so different. But today, listen, we have an awesome show lined up. We have Nicki Kris. She's been on our show over the years with her music. She's based out of North Carolina near Raleigh, and amazing singer-songwriter. She's got some award nominations coming up.
Cool.
Well, she's got 4 nominations for the Josie Music Awards, and this is the largest independent industry award show. And so we love when we hear the word independent too, right? So
Exactly.
So very excited to have her back on. We have Marisa Kina joining us. She's the co-founder of Portofino Tote Bags and Purses. Now, we talk about our Portofino all the time. This is one of the most treasured possessions. You can rip off our suitcase out of the car.
You
touch our Portofino, you're dead.
You did a demonstration in a hotel kitchen. I'm just reminding you that you actually took the floor and went, hey, look at this, you guys.
Yes.
Because people were talking about hiking, like, look, I've got my Portofino right here. And you did a demonstration right in the hotel dining room.
I did it at a winery, Restoration Vineyard, recently. I'm very much like, hey, everybody, like I say, if this, if our radio show and magazines go bust, which they're not, I'm just going to go on the road and, peddle Portofinos because this is so cool. You can take your wine in your backpack or a stylish tote bag, a messenger bag. Keep it stealth and, no one will know.
Stealth.
And you keep it nice and cool. You can put 1.5 liters of your favorite beverage into this bag. You can go to concerts. It's picnic time. Okay, seriously, this is the coolest thing ever. So go to porto-vino.com. I'm just saying, okay? You can go to parks. And places that you're not supposed to, we do behave, and we actually do carry cold water in it all the time because when you're traveling, you don't need big bulky bags of plastic. Those big bucket things and all that. You want a nice, easy things that's malleable that you can put into your cooler, not have to do your cooler at all even because you can keep it cold in the bag. So we do a lot of water with it too. So it's very cool. That's my big plug for Portofino, and I do it all the time because I love it. All right, Ruth Milstein is on the show today. We love Ruth. Ruth has been on our show. She was just saying before we went live, 11 years. She is the author of the Gourmand award-winning recipe book, Cooking with Love, Ventures into the New Israeli Cuisine. She's all about eating healthy and bringing the family together, family and friends. And she's one of the sweetest, nicest, kindest people we know on the planet. And we're very excited to have her back on the show today. She's got a recipe, Nancy. She is going to teach us how to stuff our summer zucchini. We're going to be stuffing with rice and meat. And, it's that season when, everybody has zucchini going crazy all the way through August. So it's a really good recipe. It's up on blendradioandtv.com. Just type in Ruth or type in zucchini. It's up on our blog talk page for today's show. But we got to give a shout out to her because, she's been keeping us healthy. She will take you from bad oil to olive oil. She will take you from eating over fatty food to how to trim it and make it taste good with the right seasoning, using the right spices and herbs. So very excited to have Ruth back on the show. We want to give out a shout out to Margot Carrera. She was going to join us on the show tonight, an amazing photographer. I encourage you to go to her website, CarreraFineArtGallery.com. She's been part of a Big Blend since the inception, and she can't make it tonight for different reasons. But we love you, Margot. We're thinking of you, and she'll be back on a show sooner than later. She has sent us as part of our journey on our Love Your Parks tour on a story series to go and photograph as many gardens across the country. And we want to thank her for that because we can't even keep up with how many gardens we've been to. But she's also, through this, really created an awareness for us that a lot of gardens need funding just as much as parks do, and that gardens are actually parks. And when we talk about gardens, they even mean cemeteries. They mean pocket parks. They mean they're a part of everything. And national parks have gardens, too. Sometimes they're nature gardens that teach you about the native plants or ethnobotanical gardens. So she opened our eyes to a whole other world about plants. So you rock, Margot. We're thinking of you. All right. So before we bring everybody on the show, since they've been waiting while I keep talking, too much as usual. We're in radio. It happens. Here is a song from the latest album that also got the album Heartbeat from Nicki Kris is also nominated for a Josie Award. She totally rocks. Here is Lost in L.A. And I'm going to dedicate this to myself because every time I go to L.A. I get lost everywhere.
That has happened so many times.
It doesn't matter where we go, and I want to talk to her because apparently I don't even know where north is or south. So this
you turn the compass the other way. I keep saying.
Well,
north is at the top, south is at the bottom.
Yeah, but if you don't know where the top is at night, it's just too bad.
Oh,
so
boy.
That's how we find places. So here it is, Lost in L.A. from the album Heartbeat, and you can go to Nicki Kris's website. It's nickikris.com, and that's NICKIKRIS because you could spell it in different ways. So nickikris.com. Here it is.
Not to where I'm
Radio Summerfest show, and that was Lost in LA by the amazing Nicki Kris, and it's off of her album Heartbeat. You can go get it now and go to nickikris.com, and she's here with us. We've got other special guests too, as we were talking about. But Nicki, that is like the perfect summer song, and I need to take the roof off of my RAV4 now.
Make me smell the summer.
And put some 30 Seconds to Mars on and go cruising.
Oh, no, it's all you, man. Come on now. No, we're playing your music. They don't need me. No,
yeah, but
they're
in the song.
I know. You know what I mean. But listen, welcome back to the show, and congratulations, these Josie Awards. So this is like the biggest one for independent musicians, which is, I think, very important.
Yeah, the Josie Music Awards is actually, it's grown over the years, and it's gotten quite big, and it's gotten quite recognizable in the industry. But yeah, it is the largest independent award show.
Cool.
Yeah, this year they're actually going to be filming it for television, so it's going to be cool.
Dude,
we're all a little bit excited about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good for you. That is awesome. Everyone, nickikris.com. Keep up with her there. We've also got Ruth Milstein, cooking extraordinaire. Ruth, how are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Doing good. Good. Happy to have you back on the show. I know the world is crazy, but, this is our little place of happiness and joy that we need to keep, we have to keep that going on. Are you enjoying summer? Are you gardening and getting fresh zucchinis?
I try. The zucchini I got from my next door neighbor.
Oh,
nice. Fresh.
Ooh,
really,
nice.
it was so fresh. So it was something else in my mind to make for this show. Once I bought the zucchini, it was zucchini. It was so fresh, and the cooking time, it's close to zero. When you cook something fresh, the cooking time, it's minutes.
You know what? You're really right about that.
And the time is second.
Well, the other day, we were telling Chef Ivan Flowers this on the show on Sunday. I had to throw food away because I made one of those rice things, and they gave you seasoning, and normally we don't do that, but I thought I would cheat. And of course, I forgot, while wine was involved, I forgot that I put this fake seasoning thing in there, and then I did my own seasoning on top of it, and so basically I made a pile of salt that was like and so when you talk about fresh, and this is the one thing I've learned from Ruth over the shows, I think that's your favorite word, is fresh. Everything has to be fresh.
Fresh, yes.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's the most important thing.
Now, the only thing that is not allowed to be fresh is wine. Wine must be fermented, and we need to age that and enjoy the aging of that beauty. And then we get to take it around the countryside in a bag called Portofino. And so we're very excited to have Marisa back on the show. Marisa, how are you?
I'm doing great, ladies. So fun to be on the show with you.
Yeah, you too. It's good to have you back. This is like a women's happy hour today, I think, right? We're having like a ladies' hour. Yeah.
Love it.
I like this. So you're out in Arizona. So like Ruth is in Napa area. Unless Ruth, you're in Napa today, right? You never know. She could be in New York or Israel.
Yes.
Okay.
In
or
Napa,
Israel. Yeah. You never know. Nikki, you're in North Carolina. You're near Raleigh, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Marisa, you're in the Phoenix area, right? Scottsdale, Phoenix area?
That's right.
Tempe?
Yep.
Okay.
That's right, yeah.
You guys are heating up.
A little bit.
Well,
we're here playing Rocky Mountain High.
Yes, we are. We're blowing away a little bit. Actually, this is an interesting storm coming through. But so, Marisa, how's your summer so far?
It's been excellent. It's I've been lucky because with the social distancing and everything that we're trying to adhere to, at least we are. We're finding these off the beaten path, like cool places around Arizona. So it's been neat. It's actually been fun.
Wow.
See, that's
cool.
I think that's what's interesting.
I like that.
A majority of our friends are travel writers or in tourism somewhere or wine, and music. Everyone actually this whole COVID thing has just made us all realize how travel connects us all, and how much we all really appreciate it, and how big the world of travel is and tourism. It's very interesting, and so now we're having to do these backyard escapes and, staycations and road trips. And for Nancy and I, we are very into everyone travel the world and see the world as much as you can.
Yeah,
but it's
sure.
kind of exciting for Nancy and I talking to people and hearing about places in their backyard where they're discovering new ways to, everyone's getting creative. And at the same time, when you start exploring your backyard, it's pretty cool. Nicki, what is your area like in regards to exploring it during these times? And have you had a chance to get out there with your family and do things, or you guys locked up? We've
been pretty locked up, actually.
Yeah.
Even though I have some teenagers. So my younger son has just started to play some golf tournaments. So, getting out more to do those types of things. But that's actually going to be our summer, carting him around because he does play in a lot of junior tournaments. So we'll be doing a lot of that. So I'm hoping to go explore some golf courses.
Awesome. Now, do you play golf? Do you know how to do that?
I do know how to play.
Really?
I used to play. I'm not very good.
Oh my God!
And I don't really play much. I don't play anymore.
Okay, Nicki, if you just go somewhere on one of our websites or go to YouTube and type in Lisa's first golf lesson, I am sure that she will really enjoy it. It's the funniest video ever.
Is
and
it
you
really?
Need to watch it to the end.
Yes.
Do you hit the instructor in the head?
No, but I look like I'm kneeing him in the groin and doing a flamingo pose at the same time. And Nancy put Benny Hill music, kind of like Benny Hill music to it. And at the end, you have to wait till the very end because there's something really funny at the end. So it is on YouTube. Just type in Lisa's first golf lesson. She did this to me in a bed and breakfast. When just not even a month ago, we were up in northwest Colorado, and this area is like, I'm going to tell you, some of the best wine ever. Ruth, how we had to try this port from the Greystone Winery has won double gold international awards. Isn't that good? Like when they have double international gold awards, medals. That's amazing. And
it's every wine that gets medal, it's great. When it's double
I'm
medal,
telling you, the wine. We couldn't believe this place, But we stayed at a bed and breakfast, and I'm going to have to send her this now because she's really fun. Brenda, we Castle Creek Manor. Castle Creek Manor in Grand Junction, near the downtown, near Colorado National Monument. We go in, we offload our luggage into our big rooms. Like, you wouldn't even believe this is a bed and breakfast. It's like, it's just so spacious. And manor is a good word. And she's like, well, you want to come downstairs and do some wine tasting? We're like, yeah. So, that's exactly, that was cool, Nancy. We had a good time. But
it's awesome.
Her husband comes in, Rob, who is like all into golf. That is what she calls her mistress, is golf. And Nancy, they have the breakfast area, wine tasting area, people coming in and out. And on the TV there, Nancy gets her to queue up on YouTube my first golf lesson for everybody to watch. It was, I would say, a little embarrassing.
I'm gonna YouTube it.
Yeah, you got to.
I might even have to tweet about that.
Yeah,
go
for
it.
it.
Golf carts.
You have my full permission.
Marisa,
I have your permission.
Yes.
Oh, great. They did allow Nancy and I to have our own golf cart in Toledo Bend at Cypress Bend Resort in Louisiana.
So
remember that? And we were really nice. We didn't honk. We did it. This is when we needed the Portofino, Marisa.
I was thinking that. I bet you would have been a better golfer too.
I know. Do you have one? Do you have a design for golfers, so that there's you've got the first run or whatever where you take a Bloody Mary.
She's got a backpack.
Yeah.
I have the backpack. Listen, that backpack.
Do you?
That's mine. No. Oh yeah. That's my camera bag now. I got rid of all my fancy camera bags, honestly, for the backpack.
Yes,
Because,
she keeps her camera chilled.
I'm just like looking at the bags, going, can I put vodka in that thing? And then I'm like, yeah, I bet I can.
Mm-hmm. Remember we were talking about the dinkies that one show years ago? We were talking about when we're going to get out to North Carolina. We are coming east, so we're getting there slowly but surely. That we would put dinkies in, like we're going to be stealth with backpacks and dinkies. But now we don't need to be stealth like that way. We've got permanent stealthness.
We're totally stealth.
Okay, I need to ask, what's a dinky?
Oh, a dinky. Oh, airport wiggies.
Airplane drinks.
Oh, the little. Okay, gotcha.
The little bottles.
All right, I gotcha. Yep.
Now, but you could graduate out of the dinky to like you know you could have a rum and coke with what you do.
Yeah, I'm like I have a 1.5 liter pouch. I don't know what a dinky is.
I wouldn't have called it a dinky either, but
aren't you lucky?
You know what? We've never tried hard liquor with it though. You know we've done champagne.
Oh, dude, we have to walk.
Wine. We've never
go.
Done hard liquor yet. You
can't do hard liquor and hike. Come on.
So Ruth, if you're gonna have wine in a bag, where would you go? Like, where would you go that you could just go enjoy wine and not like? But I know you'll let everybody come and have wine with you. I know you. She's gonna share.
On top of the mountain. On top of the hill. No, top of the hill. Some hill.
Oh. Yeah.
So I can
look down.
There is a lot of hills here. A lot of hills.
Mm.
One side is hill, one side is all farms. I would like to go one time, one of the top of the hills, and you can go. It's not like it belongs to somebody. To take wine and some food, to go over there for 2-3 hours, to relax.
Yep.
It's quiet. The weather is good.
I like that a lot. It's about being out in nature to me. But then I can understand, like Marisa, you have photos of people in the city setting. You have guys with their business suits on and tote bags and their messenger bags, I should say. Excuse me. But they're like downtown, and I'm thinking when we get to New York, Ruth, Nancy and I are scared of New York. I'm thinking that we need the Portofino on the subway just because we're freaked out about the whole experience.
Then you have to put the hard alcohol in there.
Then you might need to put some hard liquor in there.
Right.
The subway's not bad.
No, you can't take hard liquor in the subway.
They won't know.
No, they will know. I mean, if it's in your bag, it's something else, but you can't take hard liquor. And once in a while, they check your bag. They check your bag. Oh, yeah, they check your bag. It depends which station they check your bag.
Well, I'm going on Amtrak then.
But it's available. Once you're in the city, it's available every place to buy liquor. Why you have to take it from home? The small bottle, the tiny one, the mini.
See, dinky.
Ah, yeah.
You
have to carry it from home.
Now, listen, we can go to Central Park, right, in New York and enjoy Portofino. We can have
Central Park is not scary anymore. You can walk there. Daytime you can walk. I believe even nighttime. But daytime you can walk. I crossed it many times from one side to the other. It takes 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but it's a nice walk. It's not scary at all.
Marisa, you come from back east, don't you?
I do, yeah. I'm from upstate New York, but way upstate.
Hey, me too.
Are you? Really?
Cool.
Okay. It always surprises me when I say this, and then we end up being in the adjacent towns. I'm from the Syracuse, Rochester area.
I lived in Clay, New York at one point in time.
Oh, Clay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty area, but too cold. So I moved to Arizona.
Yeah. We were mainly on the east side, above by Albany and Saratoga Springs.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty area for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's very cold there. I was on the other side of the bridge.
Oh.
See, this is why I now live in North Carolina.
Right, and why I live in Arizona, right?
See,
those winters, I was my mom would often tell me that I would be I want to live in California one day. So that wasn't even warm enough, apparently.
Wow,
boring here. But California is boring. think
she's
twice.
bored with.
From New York to California, it's boring.
Yeah, she's having a hard time.
Yeah,
Ruth is not adjusting to California. She's used to downtown New York.
She needs a surfboard.
Downtown, uptown, midtown, suburbs. Here it's boring.
No, you need a surfboard, Ruth.
Yeah.
She's gonna go surfing. Ruth's gonna go surfing. You know, but I think it's really difficult to go from a city environment to not a city environment, to be like pastoral, like you're gonna sit and relax, wine time setting. It's very hard. Like I have that just in business. Like if you're out and running around and doing things, and then you need to come back to the computer and settle and focus. It's really difficult, like to zone in. Like how do you? Yeah.
When we lived in Kenya in the bush, and we did that for a long time, and so we're living in a tent, okay, and it was a fancy tent. It was a good one, and all you saw was wildlife. And then when you had to go into a city, it was like every noise you wanted to dive under a table. You were like, because you couldn't. The adjustment period is longer than what people think. And then when you have to go like from the wilderness into an airport was like, oh man, I need tranquilizers or something. or I'm not working that well with it, you know. But that's why
Nancy needed the Portofino. I needed the Portofino.
I keep thinking that. I keep thinking that the reoccurring theme, like you need a Portofino.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was so, you know, that your senses and everything change according to your environment. But they change slow, and some change really fast, and others change really slow. And so when you make a major move, like from New York to California, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. It really is.
And it's in LA.
The noise. Absolutely, I miss the noise. It's too quiet for me here. Yeah.
Wow.
See, now,
too quiet.
I get that.
I'd be totally opposite. I'm totally opposite. Yeah. I'm opposite than that, but it's interesting because I think places, I talk about this a lot actually, that places they become part of your DNA. Like I really believe that, because when you go to a place, you're there for a while. I just believe it becomes part of, like, you meet people. So like, you meet someone's dog, right, for the first time, and you could go see the family or the friends 2 years later, and the dog is going to remember you. Yeah. And isn't that like, it's like, wow, I always remember the dog, and then I'm always amazed that the dog remembers me too. And I'm like, because I'm going to see them and their dog. Sorry, everyone, but it's the truth.
Mostly the dog.
But here's the thing, like, it's the same thing as going to a place. You have this sense memory of a place if you go back, and there's like a deja vu, weird, call it like digital deja vu dust, like it's dust, like, I don't know, like it's part of you afterwards. And so when you go to another place, and like Ruth, you've got New York under your skin. It's in you. Yeah. It is part of who your body makeup. It's part of your blood, even though, it's like you come from Israel, and, but it is part of who you are. And then I think it's like, if you go to LA, that'll maybe be a close second, but it's never going to be the same. And I think it's
New York. Not like New York.
I can't.
I know every corner there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
To learn cities is amazing. That's amazing.
And try to take the subway every day.
Oh my gosh.
What's it like? What's New York City like? Like, living in Israel, Jerusalem, and Tel Aviv, right? I know you lived in both.
Tel Aviv.
What are those
like
cities?
Tel Aviv.
You like Tel Aviv?
Yeah.
What's it like? What's Tel Aviv like?
Busy, 24 hours. 24 hours busy. 24 hours busy.
Yeah.
Tel Aviv also 24 hours busy. I don't understand. We used to go out by 3 o'clock in the morning. We're still out, and I see people 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and still 5 o'clock they go home, and 7 o'clock they go to work, like nothing happened. I mean, like, it's okay, they're fresh.
Oh, it's back to the fresh.
I don't understand. Yeah. Like apple.
I will actually. I have to agree with that because
Yeah.
having been to New York City and LA, it's. I was surprised that LA was not more New Yorkish, I guess I would say.
Oh wow. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, like I have been in LA where nothing is open at 11 o'clock at night in downtown LA.
Really?
And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we have too, Nancy.
That's
Yeah.
not
I know
heard
that
of in New York.
I just used to walk down Sunset Strip because I was born close to that, and that was my playground, and everything was open. And when I really got the opportunity after being out of the country and taking Lisa and like, dude, you got to walk Sunset Strip, I was so disappointed.
We went
Oh my
with our
gosh.
bass player and the drummer of our band. This is back in our day of having a band. It was crazy.
I know, and I couldn't even believe what I experienced and what it was like. Like, how many years ago did we do that or attempt to do it?
It was about
And
97, 98, and then
they
late
killed
90s.
it. Yeah,
Nick,
it was
the
like
Marlboro Man was there. Nancy was like, the Marlboro Man's there. That's it.
the billboard with the Marlboro Man. That was the only thing that looked the same, and I was just like, oh man, what'd you do to my fun place? You ruined it. You ruined it. You ruined it.
Nancy just likes
Sorry.
people watching. That's her thing, and it was really
Oh,
more of that. So it had changed a bit, you know.
But even going into the Whiskey a Go Go and the Troubadour and all that, it was like, what happened?
Well,
Dude.
it had changed. It became more family friendly. Let's put it that way. Marisa, I want to ask you about going to LA. You went to LA a lot. You go there because you do I know you do the Emmys, right? You go with the bags to the Emmy parties and stuff.
There's some definitely like kind of celebrity gifting shows and things like that associated with the different awards that we've gone to and been lucky enough to kind of show off the Portovinos. So I've been to definitely LA and New York City and used to live in San Francisco. So I get what you're saying, but it makes sense, right? New York City is so much older in terms of, and it was such a melting pot, and it's such a small, like they've crammed so much into it, right? That it just is a city that doesn't stop. New York City, it's awesome.
I want to go now because I want that history. Like, I look at those, buildings like Northeast and, you see shows where it's all the brick buildings and the row houses and stuff. It's like it reminds me of England a little bit from what I see, but would make sense, and Holland and everything. But like for me, it's completely different. And to me, it's like from a tent to that, it's night and day. It's just
I'll go anywhere
different.
as long as I have my
I know.
Portofino.
So check. I want to talk about summer travels. So Nikki's going out on a golf cart and she needs a Portofino backpack for her golf cart.
We can erase that, Nikki.
And she's gonna play.
It won't have wine in it though.
She's gonna play Heartbeat everywhere she goes. She's yes. I
know. I'm a hard liquor girl.
Oh,
you go.
What are you doing? Martinis, right? You're gonna do martinis.
Sure,
what would
that
you
works.
do?
Yeah.
I
mean, I usually do. I actually usually do either vodka and like a cranberry club soda mix, or like a flavored water, a really light, like flavored water with vodka. But no, I'm a vodka girl.
Well, we interviewed a lady about being like, how do you be clean as, just the cleanest that you can drink, right? And so there's organic wine and try to find organic beers there. But she said it's like you get the purest vodka you can find that's gone through all these filtration things. And then you put ice that is from the most filtered ice and the most filtered water, all of this. And then, but it is about having like the soda or whatever, and going. You can have a little bit more control that way about what is going into your body. but like vodka was one of the top cleanest things. If you're going to think about being clean when you're drinking alcohol, that would be the top of your list. You know, I'm just saying.
Well,
It's a good summer
mine's
drink.
more out of food allergy necessity, but I'll take your word for it on the clean aspect.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to talk because we've talked about your food things. You've been on our holiday shows and everything and cooking, right? So
Yep.
It's a gluten thing that you're watching. So, okay, so first thing I thought of when Ruth's recipe is zucchini stuffed with rice and meat. Rice is okay, right? You can eat meat, you can eat vegetables, but it's the wheat and all that. Rice is okay.
Rice is fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a big I'm not a big rice eater, but I looked at the recipe. You had sent it to me, and I was like, oh, I would make this.
Yeah.
So it is definitely something that I'll be trying out because it's got everything in it that I can eat. So I'm always looking for new fun stuff. It may even end up on my website as the recipe of the month.
Ooh, Ruth.
Oh, nice.
Check this
and
out.
it's only
Very
one
good.
cup for 4 to 5 to 6 serving. It's not a lot.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's part of the stuffing.
It's only one cup.
Yeah.
Could you replace it with like
quinoa? Yes.
You know
you
me.
can replace it with quinoa, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be really good too.
It's good, very tasty.
You can do meat or chicken. So basically, whatever your meat is, this is one of those recipes you can adapt to whatever you want to do.
Yep. And those are the ones that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Me too.
Me too. What about you, Marisa? Did you get a chance to have a look at it and see if it would? Because I know you've got a family and she feeds boys and men, so like that's important.
I know they're used to vegetables by now for sure, but it looks delicious, and I actually try not to eat gluten or meat, and so I might not do the meat in it, but it looks amazing. So I'm all about trying new things that are healthy. So
you can skip the meat or the chicken. You can skip it.
Yeah.
I
don't more vegetable. Make it vegetable.
Yeah, it looks super flexible, which is cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really great.
You can put mushrooms.
You can add corn.
Like the Beyond Meat.
You can add corn instead of meat.
Yeah, or even like with the tomato sauce. I mean, I feel like it usually gives it enough flavor where I'm not, that makes it that does the trick for me. So that's perfect. But the kids eat meat, so the cool part about it is I can make them the meat version. I can make myself the non-meat version, and it won't really be a big deal. So.
Wow. So you do the whole balance. Like, do you have to do that, Nicki, too, with your family? Like, I'm eating this, you're eating that.
Yeah, because I'm the odd girl out. So, and with 2 teenage boys and a husband, the no meat's not going to cut it.
I'm in the same boat, Nicki. It's like they're like, Mom, is this good for me? I'm like, yeah. They're like, why are you eating it? I'm like, it's protein. You can eat protein. Eat that. Anyway,
I think, Ruth, this is really cool because your cooking with love is very much family oriented. Your next book is very family oriented, and it's important to hear. Like, that's really it. Do you find like when you're developing recipes, Ruth, are you always looking at what if the mom can't eat this or the dad or one of them can't? That it's an adaptable recipe because this recipe, both Nicki and Marisa can turn around and do some for themselves and some for their family.
This would make me happy.
Oh, it's true. Ruth wants to feed everybody. She does. I know. she wants everyone to be happy and have food.
And my next book that is now in hold because of Corona and everything.
Yeah.
It's called Family Time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's for family.
I like that too.
That's good.
That is good. And I think it's harder and harder because we're getting all these different allergies or intolerances, and I have it. Nancy milked goats for me when I was a baby because I was allergic to cow milk and
that one.
And even now, like I'm eating things that I shouldn't, and so like it helps. Like we travel, we eat in restaurants, we do our big whirlwind thing when we travel and go through hotels and all of that stuff, which is great. And you have all this interesting food and different, and then you go like my body will go, that's it, you're done. You need to just go.
Okay.
You're allowed You're allowed to have salad and wine, and that's it. That's it. Your body's done. Rice is rice. Your body, if you can make rice, and so it's kind of this. You do need to get to a place where you can simmer and just eat normal food and be a human being. And this is so cool. Like one of our favorite places. Well, I just want to talk. I want to give a shout out to Arlene. We're traveling on the road. We get to Natchitoches, Louisiana last year. I'm going to say when we first started the tour in 2013, 14, we got to Natchitoches, and we're going around doing the whole thing, run around, footage, go, radio show, do. And the head of the Visitor Bureau of Natchitoches, Louisiana, the oldest settlement, and this place is still like, I keep talking about them because they're one of the best. Everybody has to go to Natchitoches once in their life, right? It is one of the most important places. The oldest city in Louisiana, the most cultural place, one of the best concerts, musical folk. They have a folk festival every year where you see people basket weaving, carving, dancing in all kinds of styles. Zydeco, and like a whole Zydeco family that goes from like 5 years old to 90 years old, and I'm not joking. Absolutely amazing. And anyway, we get to Natchitoches, we go twirl around, and Arlene, the Visitor Bureau lady, she turns around. Well, girls, you're going to come to my house, and I'm making you dinner. You got to eat. Bring your laundry. And I'm like, what? You understand we need laundry done? Because it's one of the worst things is like on the road with your laundry. You end up hand washing most of everything. We don't wear anything fancy because it gets nailed in hotel laundry, right? She's like, bring your laundry. We go there. We sit with her dogs. She made us like a real home-cooked meal. She doesn't drink, but she brought us wine. We sat there. It was probably one of the most important meals of our lives at that point, just to be human in a house like that. It was so cool. And I think that's something where, when you're on the road a lot, when you're at home, I think you don't realize how important those things are. That's my point, is like that full circle thing of understanding what we all do have a lot of times. And that really, home cooked meals and what Ruth is doing, I think is so important because, and I think in this COVID thing, Ruth, that people realize suddenly how to cook again.
The meaning
home.
Yeah.
And also how to fight for your ingredients in the grocery store.
Yeah, I think the latter part is a little bit more like it.
Yeah, totally.
You have to fight for your right to eat dinner.
Party.
Exactly. But I don't know, that whole thing of having a home cooked meal, when you don't have it all the time, the appreciation value of it goes up to a level that you can't even touch. It's precious. It's absolutely precious when you have that with people. And so what you're doing, Ruth, is really cool. But Nancy, I know you were sorry, I didn't want to talk over you because you are the mother. I'll get yelled at later.
I was just going to have a little pointer on milking goats in the States. No, because everybody needs to know this. It's really important. In the States, I milked the goat from the side, and they didn't like that, and they kept kicking the bowl of milk, and they were really like, they're not as docile as a cow. This I learned. In Africa, one of the ladies in one of the tribes, she goes, oh, no, that's not what you do. You milk them from the back. And so I thought, from the back you could get kicked because horses kick back. Goats don't kick back. They kick sideways. So that's why if you're going to milk a goat, go to the back.
What I learned today.
Oh, I know. Now,
no,
listen,
you should put that goat milk in your Portofino pouch.
I know. So milking the goat. I mean, I built this whole stand to put the goat on and put the thing down so the goat won't move. And it didn't do anything like all the books or whatever farmers told me. The goat kicked to the side, and I'm like, dude, thanks for the milk all over my face. Go to the back in Africa, and boom, it just stands there and goes, okay, when are you going to be done?
So there you go. Lessons from Africa. But now, Ruth, you can laugh, Ruth, because Ruth, you were like, you did. I remember a conversation about this a few years back. you harvested olives, and that's not easy.
Oh, cool.
As a kid,
Yes.
right? You harvest.
Yeah. Yes. We
Wow.
used to go to the north and pick up the olives also. Pick up the olives. You have to see the trees. Oh, my God. If you didn't see trees, you don't know what mean olives. And the kind of olives, all variety, all the colors. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was kids, teenagers, my sister and I, we used just to open a jar of olives, both of us, finish it in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Yeah.
I see olives, I go.
Olives and pickles, those are the two things.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not pregnant. But yes, and I will eat them with peanut butter. And I'm weird.
Yeah.
But olives. But that's something. I mean, Israel is known for olives and olive oil
Olive,
and
yes.
and,
a lot
and the
of
wine.
Olive, yeah. And wine.
So you had to clean them for the lye or whatever that stuff it goes in.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, that's hard work on your fingers and separating and doing. And so, Nicki, have you ever done farm work in your life? I didn't know we were going to have a farming part of the conversation, but we're going there.
I had a small garden in the backyard. Does that count?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Now, do you put any manure down there?
No, but other than a garden in my backyard, no. And I have a really bad green thumb.
Oh.
What you had there? Flowers or fruit?
No.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. I used to attempt to grow vegetables. The only thing I can grow with any decency is actually zucchini plants. zucchini.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so it works out really good, but I haven't really planted anything for the past couple of years just because the summers here have been so hot that it's been very difficult to keep up a garden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just, with daily watering and things like that, and I tend to forget, and then things tend to die, and then,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You have to water, especially.
Yeah.
Depends the area. If it's not raining. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
have to
I
water.
kind of stopped doing that.
You have to think about them like the human. They need water.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. The plants are just like humans. You go play music to them, man. Sing to them. Everything will work.
They just need water.
So do you get snow where you are? Because North Carolina, I remember, you got like you got the Appalachia area, right? Near you.
we get snow. I mean, it's you do have the mountains, so the mountain area generally does get snow, every winter. But even where I'm in the Piedmont, some more in the middle of the state, so we do get snow. We get ice.
Wow.
It does get hot in the summertime. Last year, I don't even think we had a fall. We actually just went like spring, summer, winter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of like a weird year.
Yeah. The weather has been odd. Obviously, it's been crazy, and Central California had an earthquake. Mexico had an earthquake. I'm like, oh, here we go, But Marisa, I got to ask you on your farming capabilities. Where are you on that?
My dad actually grew up in northern Italy in a small town, and he
no way.
And they had
cool.
they actually used to harvest grapes and make wine, and had a lot of just tons of agricultural space and stuff. So he loved that, and so growing up in upstate New York, he always had a big garden, and we'd always eat fresh vegetables and everything, and salad and lettuces, I should say. So I can't say the green thumb is really passed on to me. I've tried, and we actually succeeded, but I was a little less patient because I would wait for things to grow, and then I'd be like, oh, tomorrow it's gonna be ready to pick it, and the birds would get it before I would, or the insects, and so. Yeah, for a while, I think for a couple of years, we grew different types of lettuces, and that was great until, we just got invaded by big bugs, and I was like, okay, this is taking me way too long to, clean, and so I want to give it a shot again, but it's definitely it's so delicious. Like, when you do get to eat from your own garden, but it takes some work. So you gotta
does.
Yeah.
It does. I love the CSA programs to me, and like if you can grow your own, I think it's great. It's awesome.
Awesome.
Especially your own herbs. Like if you can do a kitchen garden or something, that's awesome. But like the CSAs, I love that you can get a box of food delivered to your door. You can go pick it up, or however it works in the different communities. And it's like here's we call it the Bob's Your Uncle box of whatever sprouted
whatever you get is what you got.
You get what you get. It's like, Ruth, you said zucchini. It's like, well, that's what I got, so I'm going to make a recipe with that. And it's like, I think that's something that our society has to get back into a little bit more of, going more seasonal and what is growing now. If the weather is weird and this is what's growing, go with it.
Eat.
Go with it.
And zucchini is very unappreciated vegetable. I mean, zucchini, everybody zucchini. I mean, you can't cook it because it become mushy. You can do a lot with zucchini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
really
I love zucchini.
I love zucchini too.
There is so many type of zucchinis.
Yeah.
So many.
I like the
they're
yellow
so colorful also.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Nancy?
Yeah.
They're colorful. They're yellow and green and reddish.
Yeah.
They're round and long.
And now the thing is I totally agree with you. You got to get it fresh. So I like farmers markets because that's like hot off the ground there. That's
absolutely.
Fresh. Yeah, I like that. And then when you get it home, you don't stick it in the refrigerator for 5. You eat it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't put it in cellophane wrap. When I'm seeing all these vegetables wrapped
no
up,
plastic,
I feel like
no
they're little babies.
bags. No.
Everything being wrapped up in these bags, right? Listen, the only thing that should be in a bag is our Portofino wine. That's it. But these bagged vegetables, it's like the vegetables are screaming out, "Let me out! Let me out!" It's cruelty to vegetables. It's like you can't do that. Vegetables and fruit need to breathe.
They need to breathe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
You put it in a bag.
Is the worst.
The suffocating. It's already been chopped and killed. Why are you suffocating even more? I'm sorry, but anyway, I won't rant on it. But now I do want to go. Okay, so we're going to play Spontaneous, the song game, because we should.
Cool.
It's fun. It's summertime. But before we get to that, okay, so I got a long-winded question. We'll do one part at a time.
Oh, gosh.
I know. So road trip, summertime, everyone's going to go more road tripping. It's very hard to get overseas right now, right? So I know that, Ruth, Nicki, you've traveled quite a bit too overseas. You went to Portugal. Listen, I'm a little jealous.
Yep.
I'm in my little mode of sipping port and learning about port. I've always wanted to go to Lisbon and Portugal because of the music. That has been like a gut that I have to go at some point in my life.
We'll get there.
I want to go here. There's that opera kind of. Now I went out of my fado music. I have to hear that live in like a little bar thing. I have to do that at some point in my life. But you got to Lisbon, and I'm a little jealous. I just have to say, but I'm glad you did it. No, I'm happy you went. I'm just jealous because I have to be. Marisa, you've been there now. I know you. I'm just knowing that you and Ruth have both been there, right?
I've been to Portugal. Yes. That's on the.
And once you're in Portugal, go to Spain too. Spain also is nice.
Spain, Portugal. So
also
you've all been there.
Yes. Next door, yeah.
Okay.
And next door to France also.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I've been actually quite a few places in Europe. I will tell you that I probably like Portugal the best.
Oh wow! It just looks
they're
so
different.
Nice.
The people is different.
Yep.
The nice people. Yeah.
Well, Marisa, you did Greece last year, which I'm still jealous on.
Yeah, that's a spectacular country as well. Yeah, I love Europe. We definitely have traveled a lot throughout Europe, but I have not made it to Portugal. But I have been told that it's amazing, so it's on the bucket list.
Cool.
You've been in the island in Greece?
I'm sorry?
You've been in the island?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we did. We went island hopping to about 4 of the islands. So yeah, some of the of course Santorini and Mykonos, but then we went to like 2 others called Paros and Naxos, and the food, like, it's so fresh. I mean, that's one of the
food is fresh.
like,
This is what they're known for. Yeah.
It's great. It seems like everybody just like, it came from the farmer that same day, and you can taste it. It's amazing.
And they're happy people.
Yeah, they are.
The music.
Yeah.
Cool. The music. Like they have no worries.
That's it. I think there's something to that, and they're aren't they one of the blues places or whatever that they have longevity? There's like the Blue Zone or something that you live longer. They're eating like fresh from the land. They're drinking wine and they're playing music and they're at the beach. And they're at the beach.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
and you can't beat it.
That's pretty darn cool to me. I love that. Now, summer road trip. This is the question. You're going to get in the car. I want to know what kind of vehicle. It could be a bicycle. However you're going to go on a road trip, I want to know what it is. It could be an RV. It could be whatever it is. You're going to get into something that's going to take you from A to B. So we want to know A to B. We want to know who you're going to put in that vehicle or the back of the bicycle, whatever it is. If you could take someone that you want to, just have fun with, or you want to get knowledge, or you want to bond with, or it could be family, it could be, lovers. It could, well, maybe you don't want to say that on the show since you're all married, but, just saying, it could be your husband's, okay, whatever. But I'm
Chris
just saying.
Christopherson.
Oh, I know Nancy's already there. It was his birthday the other day. Listen, Nancy's too old for you. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Anyway, listen, I'm your daughter, and I'm telling him, he's too old for you.
No.
How roles reverse. But so who's going in there? And you can bring friends and family, but you have to have that one core person that you want to have that time. They'd be alive, passed on, fictional. So if it's Superman, that's cool. And you're going to get in there, and you're going from A to B. And so we want to know A to B, what you're riding, who's going with you, and then we need the summer tunes. Like, what is on that music playlist? Just an idea so we know, because, like, that's important. You can't have road trips without music. Okay, so, and if you have a must-have, like, you have to stop here for something, we want to hear about that, too. So let's start with you, Nikki. Cause,
I knew I was going to be first.
I know. I like to pick on you. It's what you get for having all these awards.
Yeah.
Nominations, but I'm saying you're getting the awards.
So, I've always wanted to do like a Winnebago type trip.
Cool. Yeah.
So A to B. Let's say Raleigh to California.
Sweet. Cool.
So cross country. I want to see the big ball of yarn. I want to see the Grand Canyon.
The big frying pan.
Ball of yarn.
The big frying pan.
Like a Wally World type of trip, right?
The roadside attraction craziness.
What
you
kind
gotta
of
see the Roadrunner built out of old tennis shoes.
That's in New Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Who with?
Chevy Chase.
I mean, I would say like my family, but having been in quarantine for so long, it kind of would be fun to have other people to talk to. So maybe like a bunch of girlfriends or something. Like the girls' road trip, right?
What could go wrong? Yeah. A ball of yarn. A girlfriend's road trip.
Well, maybe we'll stop at all the wineries or something. My girlfriends drink wine, but wineries or whatever. And then playlist. I'm actually really into reggaeton and mumboton music right now, so like Latin vibe type tropical pop stuff.
Ooh.
So
I like it.
My playlist would probably be a whole bunch of those songs.
Okay, real other quick question. Little Birdie told me through your newsletter and from you that you've also been working on a contemporary blues album. So would blues touch on that too?
Yeah, I'd probably have some blues in there.
Mm.
That's a new genre for me.
Yeah, but you've got the voice for it. I've always said that about you. You've
Oh,
got that.
thanks.
You got that deep
Yeah, I've got
side,
the growl.
and also you can
Yeah.
cut. You can do. Yeah, you can.
She got a
You've got
growler.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
What's contemporary blues to you?
So, well, I'll use the definition that we've been kind of going with this album. So it's basically a blend of
You said
pop
blend.
and rock.
Blend.
Yeah, I mean, contemporary blues these days is a little bit more of pop and rock, but mixed with a lot of bluesy guitar or even some jazz. A lot of the songs that we've been doing have trumpet in them and a lot of jazz elements, saxophone, things like that, a lot of harmonica, a lot of harmonies.
Mm.
So it's really, I kind of want to call it like the New Orleans vibe, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, a little fun.
Cool.
It sounds like fun,
Yeah.
like a fun
Yeah.
bluesy kind of. Yeah, so you're
Sounds
bringing
like
all
a Johnny Mastro to me.
It sounds like you're calling all the spirits into like a little cauldron of voodoo fun. That's kind of what it sounds like to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Exactly.
it. I like it. You bring out the blues. I'm there 100%. I'm in that. I'm
All
in
right,
that.
cool.
And I like the Winnebago thing. Okay, so Ruth, let's hear about you. What's going? Because she's done this too. I know you've crisscrossed the country. So what are you
I
driving?
did it many times. I did it with car. I did it with airplane. All the 50 states.
Wow.
And all of them
good for
beautiful.
you.
America is beautiful.
Yeah.
American doesn't know that. Yeah, they don't know that. It's beautiful.
I think they're going to find out this year. They're going to find out this year because that's it. Babies learn your backyard.
Really.
Yeah.
You can do it by some of them by plane, but with car is the best. Just take the car and take a trip. I want to bring my nephew and my niece. He's 12, she's 15. They were so good to me during this pandemic. I mean, each time I called, they helped me so much to locate somebody. Yeah, I owe them so much. I want to bring them over here and take a trip probably to. There is some show in Vegas that they want to see. Not everything about it. No, it's some I don't know. They know better than me. Some
what they want.
I don't know.
Yeah, the music.
Yes,
that
for
they
some
like.
shows for children. Other some merchandise that they want to buy. I don't know what. Yes, and after we go to Los Angeles. There is a lot of things for them over there. Yes, I promise them to
New
do
York?
that.
What about New York?
New York next time.
Oh, okay.
Next time. So,
Okay. She's in California.
New York is 6 hours flies from here.
Oh,
yeah, it's 6 hours fly. California, I know they will enjoy it very much. I owe them so much. They helped me so much.
Oh.
With the phone calls in weird time. I try to locate, my family or friend. They did it for me.
Oh.
They did it for me in weird hours.
Nice.
I was so stressful. He's 12, 11, I think, 12. And she's, I think, 15 now. I bring both of them.
And they're in Israel?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So they're...
Yeah, and Danielle. That's so nice.
Oh, and so what music would you want to play? Music from Israel that maybe we don't know?
They both of them play the piano. They like Mozart. That's fine. The 40. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Now
I
do you
play
have
also.
a car? I know you play. You play, and listen.
I play also.
Ruth also is amazing. An amazing jewelry designer. She gave Nancy and I both our own necklaces that she designed. An L for me, an N for Nancy with little diamonds in it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful necklaces. And we'll never ever forget them at all. I mean, that's something was special because you made it.
Right now.
It's I think that's who you are. Like you make food for somebody. It's something that's connected, So, now when you're in the car, do you have a car preference? This is important. I mean, it could be a Lamborghini, Ruth.
What is it again?
What kind of car? Like what car? I mean, Priscilla, our sock monkey, is paying for everything. Just so you know, our little mascot. She's paying for everything.
We take Priscilla from you. She be our as a lot. We take Priscilla. You give it to us for a week.
Okay, we will. We'll give her to you know why? Because she's not allowed out during the COVID thing because everybody wants to touch her. She's been put away during the COVID time. Like if we go to a park, we'll put her and take a photo, but we can't let people touch her and move her around. It's like a whole different thing because of the COVID.
Absolutely.
So she's been put away, but she does drink wine with Nancy and I, and you know, we have to watch what we do with her. But she would love to be with you, and she needs some fashion sense too. And she lives in a Portofino bag now. She has a red and white stripe. But now you said Marisa, the red and white is gone. Like, do you just decide that's it? We're going to take this off the market, like, and then Priscilla.
We try to
she's in a
mix it up
in a limited edition, so she's kind of special.
Exactly.
I think her skirt is too long.
What?
Yeah. Shorter her skirt. The skirt is too long.
Oh, do you want to listen? She's such a no. We have to watch her. We got to keep. I would make her skirt go down to her ankles if I could. She is such a bad little monkey.
She has a second smile.
No, you don't. No, you will keep her. No, she bends over and everyone smiles and laughs. But she does. They do.
They have a wider grin on the other side of her tail.
Her butt is a grin. You guys, I'm gonna have to put a photo up at some point. Priscilla's second smile because
it's her second smile.
Everyone who has a sock monkey, go look at the sock monkey's butt. It's another smile. Seriously. But anyway. We are at happy hour, but Marisa, okay, so listen, seriously, what happens? You bring something in, take it out. What's with that? Like, you know, so Priscilla's feeling like she's got like, you know, limited edition now. Like she feels very special that she has the red and white tote bag because that's like the perfect beach bag. It goes with her outfits. But now you have to do that. You bring new stuff in. So like the others, like we're lucky we had it. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Then you have something unique, and we can come out with some new different things. So,
what's new? What's new now?
So we have some new tote bags for the summertime that have some cute big stripes and pinks, and that's called our Sangria and tote. And then we have another canvas one that's called Sea Breeze, and it's all the blues, so that's kind of fun. And then we have the red and white was replaced with a pink and white, so it's really poppy and a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like
good for the beaches and, you know, just going anywhere, really.
I think a lot of people are going to be wanting Portovinos right now because picnics, like Ruth sent us on the picnic story mission, and you said this on a Portovino with a view, #Portovino with a view mission, and they go together. Everywhere we go, because we don't have wine without a bite, like we do behave ourselves. But we go out, we hike somewhere, or maybe we're in a park. Sometimes it's a rest area and we just stop and, you know, you've got a nice view and it's about enjoying the view. Everywhere we go, it's like that view is our living room for the day, and it's super cool. And I hope everyone out there this summer road tripping it and going out, take those moments that you can. It does not need to involve wine. Let me be clear on that. Though it's fun, but it could be whatever you want. It could be like Vicky, and you could be, you know, Nicki going in and saying, "I'm going to have a martini over here," right, or a Cosmo, or whatever it is. It could be water, it could be juice, whatever. But it's about sitting down, having a picnic, taking in the view, your surroundings, and just breathing in and breathing deep, and in clean air, away from people. And if people come up to you and you're scared of them, just turn your back on them like we do and run. That's what we do.
That's too nosy.
I refuse to get sick. I refuse. I don't care what everybody believes and stuff. I refuse. But seriously, it's so much fun. And I dig that you're doing the Sea Breeze. That's cool because it is beach time. We got to have beach time fun. Got to go to the beach, have some. And you're not taking glass containers. That's the most important thing.
That's right. Yeah,
you're
exactly.
not doing that. So
And even
Where's
with water and things like that, you're not, it's definitely good for the environment, and the pouch helps with the oxidation if you are drinking wine, and it'll actually preserve it for a while. But I do have a funny story. Like during the quarantine, when people were having to stay at home, a husband bought one for his wife, and he, was thinking when it was a beach kind of tote, and so he was expecting her to say, "Oh, this would be great for going to the pool or the beach." And so when she saw it, she said what this would be perfect for? And he said, what? Thinking it was going to be beach or pool. And she's like, for leaving the house. So she was just like, just getting away from our house will be perfect.
Oh my God, that's it. I'm leaving you. No, but listen, Nancy and I want to just catch you up real quick because we still have your road trip question, and we're going to play spontaneous and go. But here, check this out. Nancy and I, we went from 29 Palms was the last time we spoke with you, Marisa and Ruth and Nicki. I think we've all kind of had some time in early spring, late winter. We were in 29 Palms right outside Joshua Tree. You could see it from where we were staying. You could see the entrance at our friend's place at Homestead Inn. And she's still selling her inn, so check it out at 29inn.com. I'm just going to give her a shout out, Jerry.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. She has this big native plant garden, and it's magical.
Awesome.
And so we stayed there for 3 months, and we did shows like every day. It was like crazy what we were doing. And we went into Joshua Tree before they closed, and we never did red wine in the bag. This was not I think maybe once. But we did. We went into Joshua Tree Park, and we found this whole thing of what they call tent caterpillars, and they built these tents that look like spider webs, and there were all these caterpillars hatching, and it freaked people out. I filmed it, put it up on all these park groups, and it went crazy. But we were like, we're having our picnic here and watching these caterpillars come to life. They're coming out of their cocoon, and they're eating their way out, so it's kind of sci-fi like. So we stopped, and we had red wine in our Portofino, and I pulled it out, and then the way I did it, which was like totally me, man, I poured red wine all over the rocks. Now, Joshua Tree has had a bunch of people try to do stupid engravings on the rocks, and they've ruined some of the ancient pictographs there, and so I'm like, oh my God, we poured red wine on the rocks. Take our water, clean the rocks. So I had to go and clean the rocks so that we wouldn't get in trouble for red wine, but we did have enough for our little Portofino. So we went from there. Then they closed the park. We went to Amboy in Mojave National Preserve. Not Mojave, it's Mojave Trails National Monument, one of the newest national monuments. We had wine, Portofino wine. It was the beginning of the COVID thing, and everybody's kind of paranoid, and not everyone's different. We sat looking at a frigging lava volcano drinking wine under a picnic thing that looks like a sci-fi, like you're on the moon. It was like drinking on the moon, but we had a glass of wine. You're sitting there going, what? This is the weirdest thing ever. And yet you're at the beginning of COVID, and Nancy just goes, have wine. It's going to clean us all. It's going to save us all. We just have wine. It'll be fine. But,
there are some things you can't control that happen in the world. The only thing you can control is how you handle it.
Yeah.
So, and I like calm. Like I like to center and calm, even though the world's going crazy. You can't fix the world going crazy. The only thing you can fix is yourself and going calm. And that's why I like wine and a Portofino.
I know. So next one was Mono Lakes, and it's mono. It's not mono. Mono.
No,
it's not like
mono.
Mono is like the disease. It's Mono Lakes. So check it out. Pink Floyd's album, the inside of Dark Side of the Moon album cover is this place with all these tuftas, these volcanic tuftas in the saltwatery kind of estuary thing. We went $3.95. We went up there, sat outside, and looked at all these what you call tuftas and had wine in this crazy place. But the best, I want to tell everyone, we left Yarrington, Nevada, early morning, and I'm going to tell you, Portofino is part of saving our butts. I poured wine into our Portofino bag during an earthquake, and I didn't spill. I spilled in Joshua Tree where everything's calm and quiet, but I did not spill my wine going into the Portofino bag during an earthquake. I rocked the whole thing out. I was like, I will not spill this time. And I did it, and we had our Portofino baggie, and we took it all the way to Colorado. Just
That's awesome.
No, it was pretty cool. But anyway, Portofinoing. But listen, Marisa, where are you going? And what are you driving? Or
you know what?
Chauffeur?
Yeah, no, I think, I love Highway 1, the Coastal Highway going up to California, so I'm gonna go from Phoenix up to Northern California, and I'm gonna pick it's got to be a convertible sports car. I haven't picked which one yet, but anyway, something fun.
Yeah, you gotta go convertible.
Yeah, and I'll go with my husband. He makes it fun. So and we'll have a couple Portovinos in the back. So for when we stop,
you gotta get one of those old like 60s. We call them pimp mobiles. I said it. But no, with the fins. Like the fins, you gotta get the fins.
Cadillac, you gotta have a Cadillac.
That'd be super fun.
Well, but you gotta have the fins if you're really gonna go and do that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
you have the
want a vintage car
music?
with fins.
What music?
You know what? I'm just gonna pick a couple songs, but I love Don Henley, Boys of Summer, and then I would think I would do Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams, and then throw some steel drums in there. So I don't know. We'll mix it up a little bit, but yeah, something with a fun, happy beat. Yeah.
I forgot about Bryan Adams with that Summer of '69. Remember that?
I
did
too.
Yeah, man,
that's a good pick.
That was when I was in high school, man. I remember. Totally rocking that. Like everyone knows my age now.
In high school. What are you talking about?
No, it was at the very beginning of high school. I was in Standard 8, and I remember it coming out, and Bryan Adams was like, there's the Canadian dude with the guitar came out, and everybody's like, check it out.
Jean Jacket, right?
Hey, yeah, he was out, and the Fine Young Cannibals, yes.
That's right.
The Fine Young Cannibals. Can't forget that. Hey, listen, that was some good music, I'm just saying. Okay, so speaking of music, so are you ready? Are you all ready for Spontaneous?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So we're gonna everyone, songgame.com is a website. It's an actual board game, award-winning. It is beat out Monopoly, which I love.
It's so much
and it's
fun.
like it's done so well, So this is the game, the radio version of the song game. You do not need to know how to sing like Nicki to win or play. You basically it's word association. So you say, the whole song of Rob, who invented the game. It was like someone said mountain, and he was like, ain't no mountain high enough. So you are going to match the lyric, the one word to the lyric, song lyrics. You have to have 5 words in that line. So I always say with Nancy, if I said the word red, what are you going to do?
Red, red wine, red, red wine makes you feel so fun.
See? So she wins. So we're going to go around in a circle. So I'm going to give Nancy a word to get us all started, so we all know. And we have a spontaneous clock. And if you do not get your line of, your song lyrics in 10 seconds, then you get butt panned.
You'll be punished.
I will play the butt pan sound. You will be butt panned. And I did not make the butt pan sound, but I really love playing it. So Nancy, your word is. Are you ready? I'm gonna have to think. Actually, Nicki, you give Nancy the word, so no one thinks I'm cheating. You give Nancy the word. Go.
Oh.
You give her. I know
Paper.
it's cool.
What?
Paper.
Paper.
Uh-huh.
Paper rose? No. Paper wrote my letter on the airplane. No, that's not word. Paper. I know there's a paper song.
No, you're done. You're butt panned. Nancy gets butt panned immediately.
And now, a butt pan moment. Butt pan! Butt pan! Butt pan! Butt pan! Butt pan! You're a butt pan!
I am in so much trouble because I just butt panned my mother. I didn't mean to, Nancy, but you did
No,
not
no,
get the
it's
word
okay. I'm just still stuck on paper. And I can think of paper planes,
paper flowers.
and toilet
Well,
paper.
don't worry,
is
you
really
get to
where
give
my
Nikki
mind
her word.
went.
You get to
Everybody's
give
looking
me
for
my
toilet
word.
paper.
Toilet paper.
Nancy.
No,
Toilet
paper
paper.
roses. I think paper roses. Paper doll.
I don't know. It was the first thing that popped into
I know,
my
but
head.
Well,
no,
you
but
get to give
Jimmy
Nikki
Buffett,
hers.
No, Jimmy Buffett did a song about paper. If I could just get with it with paper or some weird stuff.
What?
But
Okay.
Well, no, if
paper dolls.
No, but paper dolls. Yeah,
There's
that's
Paper
old.
Gods by Duran Duran.
See,
there you go, Nancy.
I'm sorry. That's out of my
that one out.
wheelhouse. I'm gonna go.
Listen, Nancy. Here's the beauty. You get to give Nikki one.
Oh boy. I'm still talking papers.
Okay, come on.
Okay. A word. Okay. I could be such a brain.
No.
Okay. Happy.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Oh, awesome.
You got to keep going because that's 4 words. Keep going.
I don't know it. Don't worry.
Be happy. That's fine because that's what he does.
No,
that's what he does.
come
Don't
on.
worry. Be happy. Don't worry.
I
Be
like
happy.
that.
You got to keep going.
That's
You're
like
good.
That's the only lyric that I know. Don't worry. Be happy.
Yeah, you didn't get beeped. You didn't get beeped. You won. Okay, so you get to give Ruth a word. Oh my gosh, she's back doing it again. See how this works? Okay.
Oh, let's see. Wine's too easy, so I can't do that one. Let's do friend.
There you go, Ruth. The word is friend. Ruth, your zucchini's ready. Do you have one? You've got a friend. Ruth?
Did we lose
there?
Ruth? Where's Ruth?
Oh no.
What happened? Ruth? She's not even here. Where did she go? She went away.
I don't know. Oh.
Did we lose
You told her
everything?
the zucchini was ready, so maybe
Maybe she really
she had to
did.
go check it.
She did. The zucchini is ready. I heard a ding. Okay. Well then, okay. So Nikki, give one to Marisa. I don't know what happened to Ruth, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of. Let's see. Thunder.
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 Ooh.
I know it. 2 words.
Come on. Stevie Nicks is in your area.
Thunder, lightning. Here comes the thunder. I don't know the whole. I'll more of that.
Oh.
No, keep going.
I don't know anymore.
Thunder. No, just say it again. Do it again.
It goes like thunder, lightning. Here comes.
The one
I don't know.
is the lightning. It's like thunder.
It's the Imagine Dragons song.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you finish it, Nikki?
Well, I mean, it's basically all they do is say, I was
thunder.
the lightning before the thunder.
Lightning before the thunder, right? Yeah.
Oh, well, you guys
exactly.
got it. See, I thought, I was like, thunder only happens when it's raining.
That's
okay.
good.
Well, that works.
That
I was
one's
thinking
good
of
too.
Phoenix, Arizona.
There's an AC/DC song with thunder too, right?
Thunderstruck. Yeah, Thunderstruck.
Thunder, right?
Yeah.
And then once I said
thunder,
lightning and thunder, I was like, I know there's more songs, but all I can think of is thunder, lightning.
Thunderstruck. Yes. You can thunderstruck.
What's the Sons of Thunder?
I don't know. What are you looking? You're Googling stuff, Nancy. You're cheating.
I know.
I'm going to get fired, though, because Thunder is that AC/DC Thunder song is like the theme song or whatever, the theme song for my son's high school. So I should really know that because they play it all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
That's funny because that song about high school music, that was, when I graduated high school, that was like the biggest song, like Thunderstruck and like Thunderstruck. Nancy loves AC/DC. Exactly. She loves watching the guitarist. She loves him. She loves him.
I know.
You know. Yeah, she
likes the way he struts.
Yes. Well, ladies, Ruth, are you there? I'm just going to ask Ruth if she's there. What happened? Ruth, she bailed. She didn't want to be butt panned. She took her.
Maybe she didn't.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. But she's there. I can see her on the switchboard. But ladies, thank you for joining us. I know we always go overtime, and appreciate you going overtime with us. And it's just a good conversation, and I think that's important, especially in these days. And we all appreciate what you do. Everyone, Ruth's recipe is up on blendradioandtv.com. You'll see Ruth in our expert department, or just type in stuffed zucchini and you'll find it there. Really great recipe. It'll also be in the upcoming issue of Blend Radio and TV magazine. We want to thank Marisa for joining us here with Portofino. Go to porto-vino.com. Got the right website,
Thanks.
Marisa?
That's perfect. Yep. And that was so much fun.
And go sign up for their newsletter because you never know. They've got discounts that happen and all kinds of good recipes sometimes and all kinds of good stuff happening in their newsletter. And Nicki, always good to have you back on the show and play your music.
So much
we want to
fun.
close. You know,
My
4th of July, Captain America. Everybody should be playing that on 4th of July. So I want to close that, because it's summertime, 4th of July is coming up. And really good luck with everything with the awards. Break a leg. Do we say that? Do we say break a leg for music?
Yeah.
Just good luck.
All right, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, we'll talk to you when you come back from there in
It's been
September,
great.
right?
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, you girls. Take care. Have a good
Thank
summer,
you.
everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye. Here it is,
Bye.
Captain America. Keep up with our shows at bigblendradio.com.
See the boy turn quickly into a man. Wants to do what's right the best that he can.